Alright, Nigovanin everyone, welcome to a first impression video of the demo for a game called Adventure of Samsara. And apparently this game is, it takes place in the same world as Atari Adventure. And at the beginning, even the Atari logo opens up. I'm going to pause it for a moment and I'm going to go to the Steam page and read that, and then what I'm going to do is go to Atari Adventure in my Atari Vault game, which is also on Steam, which I think now it has been delisted. So okay, so hold on. Okay, I do not know how well or how big this is coming out for you, the words, but Adventure of Samsara is a mysterious 2D Metrovania action-adventure that captures the spirit of the original 2600 title, Adventure, and takes it in an entirely new and unique direction. With stunning 2D pixel art, Adventure of Samsara combines classic gameplay, a deeply connected world, and a heady, twisting narrative of death, rebirth, and memory. Developed by the Brazilian studio Ilix Games, players take control of the Solar Champion, a long-dead Plutonian resurrected by the primordial light of the sun, tasked with reactivating a mysterious interdimensional fortress. The champion must restore balance to the multiverse. Now, and even by the trailer, you can see how that dragon looks like. It's shaped like the dragon that we all know and love from Atari Adventure. When I played that game, I don't want to say back in the day, because for me, back in the day was around maybe 2010, anywhere maybe between 2008 to 2010, somewhere around there, for my first time playing Atari Adventure. But I'll get more into that in the a little bit later. But when I played that game, I'm talking about the original 2600 Atari Adventure, where your character is just a square, and the dragons, as they say, looks like a duck. Well, I never got the idea that there was science fiction, sci-fi involved, or any kind of interdimensional portal or multiverse, or any kind of alien technology or lasers. To me, Atari Adventure was always just a sword and sorcery adventure game. And when I would play it, and this is back, let's say in 2010, I would imagine that what, I come to think of it, it might even be a little bit before 2010. I think it's more closer to like 2008, 2007 or 2008. But it was built into an Atari joystick replica, and it had so many games, let's say 15, 20 games built in there. It's a plug and play. You just plug it directly into your TV. And my dear friend Brian had that, and that's how I first played it. Again, I'll talk more about that in a little bit. But anyways, yeah, I didn't get that idea that it was any sci-fi elements to it. Okay, so this is just a demo. Now let me pause it one more time, or not, it's going to be a couple more times. Okay, so here it is, Atari Vault. And I think my sound options should still be okay. Game. Oh no. How do... Okay. So here is Atari Adventure. See? This one. Look at this. This is so great. Now I'm I've been aware of this game since back in the 80s, though, okay? Because I used to own an Atari, and, with the system, and, it comes with a game default, a cartridge, where it comes with, I forgot the name of it, but there was a tank game that you could select, a flying airplane, fighter airplane game. I forgot the name of these things, okay? And I believe there might have been one or two more games in there, but there were a few games at least in that one cartridge. But there was like I said, a tank game, a fighter airplane game, okay, and maybe at least another game or two, okay. And I can't remember what it was, or the actual titles, but they were default. And you would get a catalog, okay, a little thin, kind of thin, but it was pretty impressive. And it had a catalog of the current games at the time, and Adventure was one of them. And I saw this in that catalog, and I still have that catalog. I should, track that down and bring it here and show you. But and I saw this Adventure game, and read the little paragraph, maybe two, that kind of described this game, and I just was transported just by reading that description. And I wonder if there's something to read here. Good magic, bad magic. This is so great. These are just like scans of the actual manual. An evil magician has stolen the enchanted chalice and has hidden it somewhere in the kingdom. The object of the game is to rescue the enchanted chalice and place it inside the golden castle where it belongs. See, I just love that. Okay, so apparently this Adventure of Samsara is a continuation, not necessarily a remake. So hold on. Wait, what am I doing? I wanted to show you this game. So, hold on. Okay, I think I have to... Yeah, I have to use the arrow keys. You see? And my sword is actually in here. So that's my character holding the sword. I love this. Yep. And I believe there is going to be... Oh, I don't know. Can I kill it from this side? That's kind of like a spear. Yeah, very cool. You see that? Oops. I love this, see? And I would just pretend I'm a mage. You know, with that sword is like a dagger, right? Or you could pretend you're a warrior. Chalice is going to be up there. Come down here. That's the bridge. You know, at higher difficulties and higher levels, you know, the puzzles will be, the map will be a lot more complex. And I won. Simple as that, right? Okay. So give me just a moment. Yeah, so back to this. Again, you know, Adventure of Samsara. Where does it say? It brought up... I read somewhere where it's not meant to be like a remake. Or Adventure of Samsara is a mysterious 2D Metrovania action adventure that captures the spirit of the original Atari 2600 title and takes it in an entirely new and unique direction. I read somewhere that it's meant to take place in the same world. Where did I see that? Maybe it's here. Atari Adventure announced Atari of Samsara, Adventure of Samsara, a mysterious 2D Metrovania. Okay. A deeply connected world and a heady, twisting narrative of death. In Adventure of Samsara, Adventure of Samsara is not a remake or a sequel. It is a completely new game that lives in the same imaginative landscape as the original Adventure 2600 game. You see that? Said Ethan Steems, VP of Games of Atari. Adventure of Samsara is brimming with the elements of exploration, curiosity, and hidden secrets that make adventure-style games so rewarding. Adventure of Samsara's gameplay features include Metrovania exploration, explore 10 unique biomes, from frozen wastes to industrial labs, each filled with distinct enemies, hazards, and hidden upgrades. Classic gameplay feel. With classic gameplay and twisted 2D pixel art, Adventure of Samsara evokes a timeless game feel while offering something entirely new. Original world building. Immerse yourself in an expansive, interdimensional fantasy world with a deep spiritual lore. Adventure Easter eggs, here we are. The game features nods to the original adventure with familiar structures, enemies, and references that reward both new and returning players. Collectibles, hidden collectibles boost health, mana, damage, and flasks. With dozens of augments, let players customize their playability, their play style. But as you can see, Adventure of Samsara is not a remake or a sequel. It is a completely new game that lives in the same imaginative landscape. See? It takes place in that same imaginative landscape as the original Adventure 2600 game. So, okay, so why don't we get to it? Okay, here we go. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Let's add a jump, dash, G or shift to climb, F for flask, I for spell, W to interact. Oh, okay. K, L and J, Q and E to switch weapons. Secondary. K is for light, L is for heavy. Okay. So apparently I do not use mouse. Do not turn off your device while seeing this icon. Okay. It's all keyboard. Okay. By the way, it is June 20, 2025. The soundtrack is very good. You know, this is a very special game for me. Okay. And, well, and here's the thing, okay, back, like I said, around, you know, let's say mid-late 2000s, so, you know, let's say 2008, 2009, when my friend Brian bought that plug-and-play thing with the Atari Adventure built in, and I'm talking about it, saying, yeah, Adventure, that's such a great game, and I'm ranting and raving about how cool it is, because I'm going off of my memories of imagining what the game was like from back in the day. And then he was describing the game to me. Well, yeah, how about this part here? And you remember with the dragon that looks like a duck, and you know, all that kind of stuff. And well, actually, I've never played it. And he said, "What? But you've never played it, but you're talking all about it, how awesome this game is, and you haven't even played it." And I said, "Yeah, well." And then finally, I did play it, and then I've played it ever since then. You know, on Xbox 360 they had it, and you know, again on PC. Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay, okay. It's a little. What? Why does it let go? I don't understand that. Do I have to... Oh, I have to constantly be holding it. Okay. Okay, fine, fine. Oh. Ah, a sight to behold, a formidable hero destined for grand deeds. Umbro, would you kindly liberate me from these confines? First, however, you must arm yourself. Perhaps the chamber behind you holds what you seek. Sword and shield. K to slash with sword. To switch tabs. J to parry with the shield and counterattack with powerful slash. Press K or L to attack with sword while in mid-air. Okay. Is this a hole? This elevator is locked from the other end. Okay. How can I use that potion? F. Okay. Okay. Let me go a little bit more on this side to my left. Why the hesitation, illustrious hero? The chain awaits the decisive blow of your blade. Proceed, shatter it, and let the gate yield to your might. My gratitude, esteemed hero. The chains you have sundered have also released a mechanism that opens the gate beyond. I am of a people known as the Orphics. I sense that beneath that armor you are of the same essence, or closely akin. We have been besieged by necromancers. Some among us resist, yet none possess the strength or resolve to do what must be done to eradicate them. New objective unlocked. You, however, are different. Proceed. Leave this crypt and forge a path to the Orphic village above the Dustwalker's tundra. Allow me to mark it on your map. You know, I put this on my wish list, and I put it fairly high. I really like this. Already I can tell, you know, even I liked it, you know, ever since I came across it on my phone. Okay. And visualize the map. The white raven guides you to your objectives. Okay, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's... God, it's still... So it still uses the map, but... Okay. Anything more you can tell me? Okay. What? What? What the fuck? Alright. Interdimensional bootleg? Something? Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, there's nothing. Okay. So this is basically the next step in the Atari Adventure, evolution. Quite cool. Press shift to dash through enemies and avoid damage. Ooh. Grab the latch. Grab on ledges. What do you mean? Okay. Okay, maybe I just cannot get that yet. Could this be a save point? Okay. Your gauntlet can hold upgrades to power you up. If all slots are in use, you must first unequip one of them. Augmented diagnosis system. A mysterious technology connected to the armor improve its healing capacities. Yeah. Okay. No, I forgot how to. I forgot how I got to the. Oh. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Ah. By fire our bones shall be renewed to their integrity. Oh, God. What? I don't know. I really feel as if I'm supposed to go over there. Ah, okay. A toggle. Press G to switch auto grab on off during climb. Yeah, I do like that. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, yeah. Hmm. What's this? Oh shit, I didn't know I can. Okay. Interact W with the golden anvil to save your progress. When dead, you will be reborn where the last anvil interacted is. Okay. Okay. And here we go. I think, okay, this is, that saved my game. I think it did. So this is it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed, and I think I'm going to rest a little bit, or maybe I'll just get a coffee. I want to do, do another Let's Play, or another episode of Tainted Grail. So, okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you.